All right, haven't read the article, but apparently NBA Insider has encouraging updates on the Detroit Pistons free agent situation, real life situations. Boom, 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 boom. I listen to that song when I get up here. Spotty yada yada, those shit spot outcast. He said the Pistons could prevent the Kings from taking one of their free agents. It says as Detroit Pistons are approaching open free agency, they have a handful of key players signing contracts. The veteran guard Dennis Schroder is slated to become available on the open market if the Pistons don't agree to terms on a new contract by next week. In the months leading up to the NBA draft, many reports suggest that the Pistons are interested in bring it back. If you short, you bring a stack. Bring back Schroder. Recently, a report regarding the Sacramento Kings interested in acquiring Schroder made it sound like posing a threat to Detroit Pistons offseason plans. Are the Pistons doing anything to combat the Kings? NBA insider Sam Amick claims the discussions are being held, which is a positive development on the Pistons. Crazy picture there. Quote, the Kings indeed have serious interest in veteran Dennis Schroder, Amick wrote via The Athletic. That is, of course, if he doesn't get something done with the Detroit Pistons, the league source says has been in talks on the front this week. Schroder is no stranger to changing teams. In fact, the Pistons was his third team in 24-25. NBA season. It's unclear if Schroder is having the experience of consistent changes is a positive or negative for Detroit. On the other hand, Schroder might be looking for some stability. He's had steady roles with the Pistons during the regular season and the playoffs, and they could give him a shot to stick around for a while. On the other hand, Schroder might not be as hesitant to join a new situation if it benefits him even better. So he could start over there maybe. Sacramento could make an offer. The Pistons might not want to match or beat. The Kings also have a need for a starter. And Detroit Schroder to sure to come off the bench behind Kate Cunningham. So the fact that Schroder is willing to hear the Pistons out is a positive sign. They have a chance. It's unclear where the two parties are headed, but there's a good chance Schroder could be hitting the open market where he might have more than just the Kings give him a look. And hey, it is what it is. I ain't, it ain't the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? If we go, and don't ask me about the draft. I don't know nothing about the draft. I know more about Love Island than the draft. Honestly, I don't know anything about the 2025. I don't know nothing about the guy they drafted. I don't know. I've only seen one guy in that draft, a couple guys playing it, the kid from Michigan and the kid that went Cooper Flag. I have never seen any of them, and Derek Queen. Maybe him, but I have not seen any of those guys. I don't know none of those guys between none of those guys. So I don't know. Other than the Ace Bailey situation and Ron Harper's son, I never seen him play neither, or really Ace Bailey for real. But yeah, I haven't seen him play, bro. So the NBA is trash, man. I'll tell you that right now. If the Pistons wasn't winning, I wouldn't be in it. So yeah, I'm just keeping it a bean. Um, but let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Tribe Called Quest for y'all who don't know. Brogdon, but he don't ever stay healthy. He'd be a good fit. Bruce Brown is unrestricted. I mean, you could bring Bruce Brown back. No. Dinwiddie, I mean, bring him back and be the guard, I mean, Markel Folks, I don't know, so ain't many choices. Gary Harris more of a scorer. Gary only 30. I thought Gary was like 67 years old. Who is Dennis Jenkins? I mean, he played on the Pistons. Boy, I wouldn't know him from a can of paint. Corey Joseph. So I think if you're looking at it as far as ball handlers, Corey Joseph, maybe get away with Gary Harris. I mean, if you want to take a look at the pedophile from Chicago, go right ahead. Guard your teenage daughters if he come to town. Spencer Dinwiddie. Bruce Brown, Malcolm Brogdon. So I really think those your picks. Or you always can trade for somebody. So always can trade for somebody. So but you always can trade somebody. So you know what I'm saying, trade for somebody. But you really don't want to give up an asset. But deposit by trade, you ain't got to worry about using your money. You can just trade for somebody else. So but yeah, man. I mean, honestly, the market may dictate. The market may dictate. Honestly, it may really, really dictate. It may dictate them keeping them. Yeah, it may dictate them keeping them because then you got to go out there and it's not that many true point guards or true ball handlers like that can do what Schroder can do and protect the ball. I mean, you can hope that somebody develop, but I think next look is Bruce Brown, Malcolm Brogdon. You know what I'm saying? Then to see if you can get Tyus Jones. I don't know where he at. Somebody like that. So, but those are that's the next step that you're really trying to take, honestly. So, yep, then the next steps you're trying to take if you can't get a deal done with him. But then one thing about Schroder is that he fit. You know that he fit. So a guy like Schroder, a guy like Schroder, you know what I'm saying? You know what he do for you. He protect the ball, but there's other alternatives out there. Maybe you look at Spencer Dinwiddie. It ain't like Schroder ain't have a really, really good role in Detroit. He did. He had a solid role here. He had a really, really solid role. So, yeah, I think overall, I mean, that'd be a good look, man, to keep them. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, the whole nine. Appreciate y'all. Peace.